Thanks for joining. My name is Scott Sanderson. I'm the founder of Shoptoit. Today we're going to talk about our Builder Suite. Since 2005, we've been working with agencies to build tools for agencies to use to build scalable businesses by helping businesses with smaller budgets. Today we're going to talk specifically about Ads Builder, and I'll just speak briefly about the Chatbot Builder Suite. But that's us. We've been doing this for many years. We work on many platforms, Go High Level, Vendasta. We're about to launch with WSI. Many agencies use us directly. It's how you get AI to replace the pain points of running a Google Ads campaign so you can do it for very small budget businesses at a very low price. So small businesses, why are we interested in them and what are their biggest pain points? They have a lot these days. Inflation, tariffs, they don't know what's going on. Staffing is always a problem for them. Inventories, all the problems that have always been there. But one of their really big problems is they need new customers. If they don't create a steady stream of new customers, they're likely not going to survive for very long. So in today's world, they're just confused. It's a very vast digital ecosystem. As consumers, we've gone to our phones, our iPads, and our computers, and to places like Google to discover where we can get what it is that we're looking for. This is a huge business for Google. It's pervasive and it's everywhere. Now, in spite of that ecosystem, really Google Ads is the center of the board for the entire online advertising space. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. The good thing about Google Ads is it is so pervasive because it delivers such a high return on investment or an ad spend. Google typically delivers between 2 and 25 times your return on investment. Put $1 in, get $2 to $25 out in new customer sales. It's very, very challenging to do. This is a real-time auction. You're picking keywords, picking negatives, targeting areas, building ads, monitoring it all the time. And so consequently, for most agencies, they just can't help smaller businesses because it's too much work and there's not enough profit margin in that because it takes so much time. So Google has created a product called Performance Max, but on smaller budgets, it really just doesn't deliver. It spends too much on clicks and it doesn't deliver the return on ad spend. So you can't, as an agency or consultant, really use the Google tools to help a smaller budget business. It just doesn't deliver results. As agencies, we don't approach smaller businesses. We don't really help them when it comes to advertising, specifically on Google, because we can't find a way to build a scalable business doing it. But now we've delivered a product to the market called Ads Builder by Shoptoit. Basically, this is Google Ads on autopilot. And today we're going to show you how it works, what it looks like to set up an account. The idea is, how do we help the over 400 million small businesses out there that are not visible to consumers, don't know what to do digitally, are not doing the best they can in Google? This is a massive market. The good things about approaching this market as a value-added service provider is that it's not overly competitive. There's not a lot of companies interested in helping small businesses. But you can make a very broad base of small business customers. You're relying on SaaS products like Google and Ads Builder to deliver the results for you. And you can build a very lucrative recurring profit machine by helping 20, 30, 40, 50,000 small businesses, provided you set them up with the right expectations. We've been doing this primarily in the Vendasta marketplace. We currently work with more than 3,000 partners running micro Google campaigns for both display and search. Search ads, of course, are being in the right place at the right time with the right offer. Locally targeted businesses are consumers that have intent to buy. This is the crown jewel of the Google profit machine. But also display. Display plays a very big role, and the Google Display Network is massive. It reaches over 90% of every single online person. It includes over 35 million digital properties, websites, apps, and display messages, which can play a pivotal role in helping a smaller business. Let's start with search. We all know about search. Search is the easiest thing to sell to a small business owner because they use Google search. We all use search. It's a simple process. Pull up a phone, pull up your computer desktop, go to Google, do a search for the product or service that the customer sells, show them who is advertising, who's there, who's not, and what's going on. Local ads. You can extend any keyword ad campaign, any search ad campaign directly into Maps just by connecting the Google business profile. And there's over 200 million monthly searches originating for local businesses on Google Maps. This is a huge place to be on a search engine results page. You have the Gemini AI at the very top. Then you have ads. Then you have Maps, where there's also ads. Then you have Q&A answers. And then you have organic search rankings, and we'll talk about that. With display, they're graphic-based images used as ads across this massive network. They show up on all different devices, and it's all about reach. With Facebook, we've seen a lot of small businesses adopt Facebook advertising, but 51% of people use Facebook. They're missing a huge opportunity by not participating in display ads, which has been traditionally challenging, but now is easy for your small business customers. So it's about building a stable business. That's what we're trying to unlock for our partners. We do lots of training sessions, lots of sales training, as well as tool training, although there's not much to do when it comes to using the tool. But it is about helping our partners help smaller business. You feel good about it and you really have an impact. So what's changed? Large language models, AI, open AI, it's everywhere. It's all over the place. And what we have done is taken these large language models and layered an application on top of it, which we've been using for about 3 years to run every aspect of a small business's Google Ads campaign. And that's called Ads Builder. Between Google Ads, direct integrations, large language models, and the Shoptoit Ads Builder platform, it effectively runs high return, high impact, targeted Google ads. And I'll talk about Chatbot Builder, another product of ours that may interest your business. This is a place where you can run Google ads from one place. It's automated campaign management. It does all the bidding. You don't create a Google account. You create a payment profile. It has a secure budget management, so it drips your monthly spend into a daily budget and monitors and moves in and out of the auction when it's favorable, when the cost per clicks are lower. There's no minimum budget to get started. It's a very low CPC relative to the industry. We're about 60% less expensive on a cost per click than the industry averages because AI is constantly monitoring this. And it's instant. You get measurable results. When you're thinking about SEO, it can take months to deliver. Sometimes it's uncertain. In many cases, you can't get SEO ranking because the sector is too competitive. Think local pizza joint. Facebook's focus on branding and awareness. Often they spend on the wrong audience. We don't go to Facebook to discover businesses. Typically, we go to Google. Small businesses want to be in Google because it delivers immediate results. From the time you apply to get a Google account rolling, it's under 2 days and it's now delivering traffic. You can reach, there's all kinds of targeting by both geographic, psychographic, demographic profiles if you choose to. It's cost effective. You don't have to have a big budget to get started doing this. It is basically addressing online and local traffic in the maps. And it's highly scalable for agencies now with tools like Shoptoit's Ad Builder. So typically it's just been too complicated, too time consuming. There's been limited profit opportunities for partners. It hasn't been scalable. It's too much work. And they're uncertain about the return on investment on smaller budgets. You can't run a keyword campaign with a small budget and hope to get any kind of measurable results. And that small business customer churns out. But we're going to show you a whole different way. Every business wants to be involved with SEO. They're all very aware of what SEO is. We look at Google Ads in search as being a form of SEO. It is getting a business on the first page of Google. And when you do that with an ad campaign, you can always compete. There's room in ads for a small business to be beside larger businesses with larger budgets. The difference is you're closer to the top of the page and it works immediately. You only pay for clicks. It's about 0.3 of a cent for an impression on the first page at the top for a small business running a Google Ads campaign. They only pay for a click-through if and when it occurs, which is about 3.5% of the time. So our tool is built to help agencies onboard small businesses at scale. It's very inexpensive. Our beginning license is 2 clients. It's $49 a month. That allows an agency to bring on 2 customers and run as many campaigns, both search, local or maps, and display at a flat rate. We do not take a percentage of the spend. There's no management fee, no setup fees, and this all happens in under 10 minutes. As you onboard more clients, you can increase your license to 5 or up to 10, all for a flat rate. It's $25 per month per customer campaign, which makes it affordable. All you do is create a free account, go to shoptoit.com, get to the builder section. You can start and create an account, then you can log into that account. This is what our dashboard looks like. Simple layout. You have a master account. You can select different customers. You can add new customers at any time, name, address, phone number of your customer. And then you can activate ad campaigns for them quite easily. Once you've activated an ad campaign, you only have to do very little work. You tell us the destination URL, where you want the traffic to go, whether it's a display campaign or a search campaign. You tell us the geographic target area, radius around a business, zip codes, postal codes if you're in Canada or the UK, your monthly budget in the form of a daily ad spend. We create and publish the Google search ads tailored to your business, as well as the display ads. We optimize your ads and fit your budget over time to make sure it's reaching the target audience. So the AI is continuously improving the campaigns. Very simple interface. I want to do a search campaign. Here's my target area. Here's the destination URL. Here's the website I want you to crawl to extract the keywords and create the ads out of. And you're done. We extract hundreds of keyword combinations, manage them concurrently with AI. We then also create ads, 15 headlines, 4 descriptions, automatically with AI for that campaign, for that customer. If it's a display campaign, literally upload the logo of the customer, tell us where you want us to grab the content from, and the AI will generate ads for you. You can do deeper scheduling and targeting. Scheduling is like, I want this campaign to run only on Mondays from 4 to 7 p.m., and that will make sense in a minute. And I want you to spend $5 a day on promoting this event in, say, a restaurant. The AI then generates the ads. We trust AI. We've been using it a lot, but we always put human eyes on our end onto the campaign creatives, whether it's search or display. We take a look at it, make sure we're comfortable with it. We shoot it over to you, the agency or value-added service provider. You approve the ads. These are responsive display ads, meaning they'll show up on all device types. Search shows up on all device types, and you're live. We've got a full reporting dashboard. You can let your client come in and see it. You can restrict the cost per click if you're marking up the ad spend. You can let them come in and self-serve. And the key here is self-serve. If you're selling them SaaS-based or an AI-based solution, you don't want them to think they're buying services. They're buying results from you. Most of our customers are catering to small business, doing 10 to 120 campaigns concurrently. They don't take phone calls from all these small businesses. They tell the small business to self-serve. They can see what's going on. Maybe they set a 90-day meeting routine and go over some of the deeper results of what's happening with their campaign, like their impression share, which is how often they show up relative to how often they could show up, based on their budget restrictions, things like what kind of devices are they coming in off of, what is the gender, what is the age. So there is some opportunity for insight to help them with their marketing overall, but that should be viewed, in my opinion, as a separate service. It's almost like, if you want me to review all this stuff and go over it for you, well, that's not free. Your time can't be free, or you can't scale this. So on average, we are about 60% of the market price for running a Google search ads campaign. In 2024, the average cost per click was $4.66. And last year, our average cost per click was $1.80. So 60% lower creates a very large opportunity for you to be able to mark up ads and run them with a margin and still deliver results, even on a small budget. One of the great places that we've seen display ads work is with restaurants. We all have local restaurants and are aware of the challenges of a local restaurant to stay in business. One of the things they're doing post-COVID and even pre-COVID is running events. So they're creating events daily in their restaurant or bar to drive traffic. You see it on table talkers, chalkboards, or screens. On Monday, we have this. On Tuesday, we have that. On Wednesday, it's wing night and it's half-price wine night. In this particular case, it's Taco Tuesdays. This is a real example of a restaurant in a resort town running a Taco Tuesday special. The special was half-price tacos and $10 margarita, the $5 Coronas. So they created their ad campaign. They literally said, I want you to spend $5. So this is a wholesale cost. They spent $5. They targeted an audience of 20 kilometers, roughly 12 miles from their business location. They set it to turn on at 4 o'clock on Tuesday and shut down at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. We went to them and said, we want you to establish your run rate for your previous 4 Taco Tuesdays. What were you selling on Tuesdays with whatever you were doing to promote that? This particular campaign spent $5. They reached about 5,000 people in that 12-mile radius of the business. It was about an average of $1.03 per 1,000 people to reach. They increased sales by over $1,300. So they've got a $260 immediate return on ad spend just by running a locally targeted display campaign. That's every restaurant. Every restaurant is trying to do this. We see a lot of hospitality, people helping hospitality services by saying, listen, what are your slowest days? Where do you want traffic to come in? Well, I want to move more lunch special. Okay, well, let's allocate $10 a day. We'll turn on a lunch special campaign from 10 to 1. If it's a destination restaurant, maybe it's 5 miles from the restaurant. If it's a downtown place, maybe it's just 1 mile because people are walking, they're not driving. You can reach thousands of people every day and drive them into that restaurant. They don't click. That's why the return on ad spend is so high. I'm aware of the restaurant. I know it has a lunch special. I'm interested in what the Reuben sandwich is today. I don't need to click to go to their website. I just pack up my jacket and walk to the restaurant and grab the lunch special. It's a really impactful way for restaurants to drive patrons, as we call them, in shares into their place of business at a very, very economical way. And you can be an absolute hero if you can help them do this. They have staff, they have leases or rents, they have food costs, they have all these other things they're trying to sort out. So we see things like a lunch special, we see things like on Tuesdays, drive people to my half-price wine special, turn it on at 3 p.m., turn it off at 7, spend $15, or Wing Wednesdays, whatever it is that's going on. It doesn't have to be the live band tonight. It can be an everyday type thing. We have many campaigns that are just reminding people that, hey, I'm local, I'm a local pub or restaurant, and I have a daily special called Happy Hour. You can drive traffic because people are like, oh yeah, I should see if Bill wants to go for a drink. We should go to so-and-so place. They reminded me that there's a happy hour. There's no click-through, no expense, no cost. It just drives traffic. So that's ads. Dead simple. Anyone can do them. You can do them at scale, flat rate billing, no marginal cost, no setup, and you're ready to go. Just a little bit on chatbots. We found ourselves working with ChatGPT all the time to build Ads Builder. And we thought, wouldn't it be great if we could drive traffic into a conversational chatbot designed to only answer from information it's provided, converting a visitor. For example, you're driving in your car, you ask Google, hey, I need to get a pizza on the way home. I go to Google, find a pizza place. I go to that pizza place's website. My wife happens to be gluten-free. So all I'm looking for is, does this pizza place offer gluten-free option? But I now have to go into that website, find the menu, download the PDF, and read the PDF to figure this out. The future is you're going to just push the microphone button on your phone, and you're going to talk to a chatbot that already has that information pre-programmed into it because it has crawled the website, it has crawled the menu, and away it goes. So We did that, and then we started to get our partners coming back saying, hey, could I make a chatbot that was for training salespeople? Of course, you can feed it data, give it to the sales reps. The salespeople can ask the training bots whatever they want in terms of how do I do this? What about an HR or admin bot? How does our healthcare program work? How does our vacation policy work? There's all these use cases. One of the most interesting use cases is we actually have a professor at Wharton School of Economics that uploaded his entire textbook that he wrote and uses to teach class. He gives a QR code to his students. They log into a password protected page. They can now talk to a textbook and get answers to all the questions that they have. So this is what chatbots are. This is what they're going to be. It's a huge growth area because it's just saves so much time and it's so efficient. So we built a platform that allows people like yourself for a flat fee of $199 a month to build unlimited chatbots for customers and sell them for whatever you want. Building a chatbot, another webinar for another day, but it's very economical. It's very easy to do. They're super easy to sell. They work very well and create a deeper bond with your client because you control the data in the conversation histories, which improves over time. Like a chatbot learns over time. So whether it's for internal or external use, these chatbots are a very, very interesting new product that we're seeing with huge adoption. That's our whole pitch. All accounts are free. Just go to shoptoit.com. You can create one, fool around in the back end. You can even build chatbots for free. They're in demo mode. You can share them with a client and they work, but they can't be installed on a website. It's all very simple. We're here to help. We do a lot of training and onboarding sessions. You can always contact our support people who are there to help. We've worked with an awful lot of agencies over the past 5 years. We have a good understanding of the market with small businesses. Let's help them. There's a great opportunity to move the needle for them without a lot of work on your end. Hope to see you in the quick stream. Go create your free account. We're there to help. Thank you very much and have a great afternoon. Take care.